Chalky, hello. It is I, the boy. Whoa, this guy on Twitter has a stick that looks like a sword. That's amazing. That's amazing. Look at this sword. Look at that sword. That stick sword. That's crazy. That's a magic. You gotta put that back. The fairies are gonna capture you, will eat you alive. They gonna get you. I'm gonna eat more oatmeal while we wait. Oh my god. I hope you're doing well, Sharky. I have a lot. I didn't get through as nearly as much oatmeal as I was hoping. I made it with plenty of time, but then I got distracted. Oatmeal. Oatmeal. I'm gonna make a meal out of this oat. One day I'll make a meal out of oats. Just like that Mulan song. You know the one. Ha boop bop beebity bop bop bop. Ah woo. Ah. We're gonna have a real chill stream today, I think. Oh. Cozy, hello. Hello-zy, cozy. Yeah, we're just gonna vibe. And then when stream is over, we're gonna raid into Star Spice. Star Spice is doing their live 2D debut, or well, this model anyway. And that should be in about 2.5 hours, I believe, which is perfect. So even if we end whatever section of Ace Attorney like early, we'll play some other game. Train, hello. You have to wait until B 28 months. Oh my god, that's so sweet. I get home. What? Whomst? Bear? Huh? Yeah, it'll be they're gonna be going all day. Oh! 3 years, a month, and 16 days. Or 15 days if you trust Streamlabs, which I don't. Which I shan't. Oh shit, it's time. Hi. Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I have to wait. You don't get off until 3:30. What time is it for you right now? What time zone are you in? I forget. I missed you too, B. How have you been? Have you been watching the... Ah, shit. Is this not working? No! Hold on. Oh, I didn't open this program. Hold on a sec. Okay. The bridge is definitely live, so let me reopen it. No update. Yeah, now it's working. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. The Let's Play, I mean. Because, man. If you miss me, if you miss Cozy, we just live there permanently. Because, man, we upload a lot. We upload enough that, like, you could sort of, you know, bank some up. And, like Star was just saying the other day that they were, like, they were doing art, or they were doing something to prepare for their model, or stream stuff. And they were just watching all the Kirby's, like, throughout, since we just finished the Kirby in the Forgotten Realm. And that's beautiful. I was really happy. I think the last, like, this week's videos, I feel like are extra funny. And I really like them. I was like, sometimes, like usually in the mornings, like Cozy and I are getting, you know, ready together. But she actually, like, leaves the house, and I'd stay here. Because I work from home. But, a lot of times, like, I'll go and, like, make myself coffee, or I'll, like, help her pack her little lunch. Luca, hello! And I'll leave the YouTube video of ourselves, like, going. Because we'll, like, watch them every day because we like it, but also, I'm sort of watching it to kind of, like, analyze and look for trailer bits or whatever, right? But usually I'll, like, let it go. But today I was enjoying the video so much that I was like, I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna come back. You can go home. Where were you? You're on your way to your sister's. Oh! Where? How far away is that? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. It's very exciting. I love it. I'm having a great time with it. We're getting close to 200 subscribers on that, so that's also very cool. How? That'll be a fifth of the way to monetization town, baby. And that'll be cool. Wow. We'll be able to catch stream because I work or sleep. No! Yeah, I stream at a weird time. For sure. I'm also eating oatmeal. Alright, let's start this 5th pace. What do y'all say? Alright. So this is the final case of the first game in the collection. Turnabout Ablaze. Where all the smuggling rings stuff and the Yatagarasu, all that stuff is gonna come to some sort of a fruition. Turnabout Ablaze. Okay. Oh no. Not like in ablaze. 2 cards. One of the Black Raven and one of the White Raven. Oh. This is going without my... A country torn in 2. One to the west and one to the east. Is one of them Kadov? When those which were split are made whole again. What are you doing, Edgeworth? The truth will reveal itself. No, Edgeworth! Don't do an arson. How could you? Is that the Steel Samurai? It's the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu's here! Roar! Whoa, look at that thing. Gotta spin on that thing. Edward, no! You accursed Yatagarasu! Okay, you! Eight hours earlier. 8 hours? A lot can happen in 8 hours. He's just drinking some tea. Oh, excuse me, princess. It's 12 noon for you, so it's not early, but I sleep in until like 3. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's fair. I used to be like that. But no longer. All right. It's just like, I'll just stay up until I feel like going to bed. That wasn't the best of me for maintaining, like, good sleep habits. All right, it's 10:17 a.m. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. Hell yeah, B! Have a good time with your sister. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewater Land theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back into my office. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? You're Miles Edgeworth, bud. Things has happened to you. Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Is this the finale? It's the final case of the first game. But we're at the beginning of it. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, it's her. Her hair is very big. This is big! Big, I tell you! Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly, the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind. What are you talking about, fragile dreams? Come on, let's go! The fake Yatagarasu isn't gonna just find herself, you know. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say what? Oh, yeah. So all the cases in this game are like all over the timeline. Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay.
What's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep talking to me right now? Anyway, I got something much more important that I want you to see.
Oh, and that is?
Take a look at this!
On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that the newspaper would catch wind of this. The date on the card mentions...
The date on the card mentions it's today!
Today, huh?
Come on, we gotta hurry! The embassy awaits!
I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating?
Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details.
I'm leaning back. Okay.
But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today?
He was up until, like, 4 in the morning. I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up.
Well, then you should get wound up, too! Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman.
You mean Ms. Yu? The woman who killed Kay's father, Byrne Faraday, 7 years ago. Yeah. Stab him.
Get him. Get him.
Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom, shooting lots of bullets everywhere. Ow.
Ah, she makes me so mad. The fight!
I'm an oatmeal face.
Everyone knows the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card until the company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome!
The Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article, it looks to me as though it could be genuine.
See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If that isn't a clue that this woman's involved, then nothing is.
What do you... Yeah, just those little gloves. These gloves are too little, bud. They're gonna slip right off your hands.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, out the door you go.
Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found here last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why.
What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes?
No reason at all. I'm just bored. I'm lazy. Very well. Seeing as how Ms. Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this.
I knew you'd come around!
Yeah, let's go, Kay. We ran out of that room. Alright, 5 p.m. Wow, it took us a long time to get there, huh? Oh, I like it when the clouds look like this. By the light of this night's glorious... Ah, Steel Samurai! We are ready!
Ready to embark on our nightly outing!
And this is where... our tale begins. That sword's a little close to that baby. A little close. A little close. Whoa. What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy?
Yeah, the climax was really awesome! Steel Samurai is sushi slash. I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out.
I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television.
I have to say, though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building.
Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special, and that is... Hold on. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries.
So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right?
Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well.
Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja! The Republic of Babal is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We've totally got to see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is going to kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end.
Alright, Kay, calm down. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja.
Anyway, about today's event, what is it called again?
The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. And it was called the Principality of Cadofia. Oh. Cadopia, maybe.
Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Cadopia, huh? I feel like I was pronouncing it wrong the entire time. Because this is clearly Cadopian, but I was calling it Cadofian for the entire airplane case. Whoops! The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Cadopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split in two. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something.
Oh, excuse me, what were we talking about again?
If you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other, but supposedly they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event.
If that's the case, then why the verses?
Also, both countries claim to own the real Prima Duck statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluate today to see which one's the real deal.
Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires?
Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself, you know that.
Ugh, she had better be saying that in jest.
Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you.
I know, and although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Yeah, let's go! What up? Do I gotta... Oh, man, I gotta lean for... I'm trying to, do everything with them. I'm all leaned back. I'm all comfortable. Alright, let's look at this. There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. Alabast and Babal. Babble.
Look, it still looks weird to me.
Theatrum Neutralis. The country split into two a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since.
Oh, I guess it's because they don't have the money to split two separate ones, huh?
I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. Suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. We got a clue. That's all we needed to clue. What is all the hubbub? What's all the hubbub, Bug? Ack!
Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him!
Oh, there's a lot of heart back there! Yeah, dude, let's just say hi. What up, baby? May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for?
He's a fanboy. Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy, named Man of Neo Old Tokyo.
It looks like he's written something down for you.
To Edgeworth, from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo.
Wow, an autograph. Pretty cool to get one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes? What do you got? Oh, he's just happy. Because he doesn't want to admit that he's such a super fan. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. Jessica Alba. Now reporter for Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabast to shake the hand of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't the only here for the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well. Of America.
There he goes! Off to spread goodwill to the world!
He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He is set to to meet with the ambassador of Babal at that time.
Ah, the Jammin' Ninja show is about to start! We gotta get back to our seats!
Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. But the Steel Samurai? Yes, though.
Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we gotta have to hurry.
Look at him. He's got a guitar. Is that a raccoon? It kind of looks like a bear.
If we miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you.
A deer and a rabbit. I suppose you're not going to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? Yeah, weren't they there to do something important?
I could just listen to that A Ninja Marked for Death's Lullaby song all day. His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice, now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon. Those pieces of Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there, I've gotta have them. I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones the heroine princess Misula wears in her hair.
Is that a pun? Anyway,
hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
yes?
You're thinking of going home, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely, it was simply a prank.
No way, I just know the Yatagarasu will show.
But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured that from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card.
A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now?
We got a problem, says Officer. Run, run. But the Yatagarasu has been spotted in Alabist. What?
You heard that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony.
Can they just go? he just said like, what?
Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter.
What the? Hey! The Steel Samurai just walked straight through on without one. Now, if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape.
Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter through Babal and climb over the wall into Alabast.
Hold it! You would tell the prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Kay, are you listening to me? Kay Faraday, and I'm coming through. Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her! Anyone! She's so impatient. Huff, huff, huff. Kay, where are you? What is that noise? Don't tell me you really did find your way over this fence. Back! Oh, it's the fire noise. Fire! This is too big for us to handle. Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babal, too. That was a fake setup. You accursed Yatagarasu! Okay, you had better be alright wherever you are.
Okay, no, okay. Where?
Oh, it's her. Oh, she's got her.
I told you it wasn't me!
Hold it! Huff, huff, puff, huff, huff, puff. Hey, are you alright?
Do I look alright to you? Now, can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. Oh, he dead AF. It
wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, hot to the heels of the fake Yatagarasu.
Sloth, hello! Is that a dead man just on the floor? Well, we kind of just found him just now. Poor Edgeworth. I don't think I've ever seen that man run. He doesn't look out of shape, but, like, is he physically fit? I don't know. How you doing, Sloth? Hello. I'm stretching. Nobody gave me one, but I'm doing it. Oh! I'm pretty low energy today. I woke up really early by accident, and my back hurts. But listen, we got cases to solve, and tea to drink, and oatmeal to still eat. I still have oatmeal. That guy's dead, but hold on, I gotta take a bite of oatmeal. Better than tea, totally not tea.
Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage.
A suspicious person?
A long black cloak, a coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy, and then into here, and then I lost sight of them.
I just spit. I gotta not eat. Yeah. I just spit oatmeal. No! I'm multi-tasked. I'll have a couple bites left, but there's a Yatagarasu to be caught.
But I just know that person is the one who did it.
What are you so worked up over? There is no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer? Whoa. I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal! Just what the heck does what you just said mean? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end. And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. Oh! This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law. Why'd they name it this? Giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there? Stop. Gumshoe, please. Come on. Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place, which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir! Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth!
Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth!
I mean, he did tell you not to do that. In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Oh no, it's her! Miss Von Karma! Eek! I thought it was gonna be the other guy. Ambassador Paleno, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. Oh, I don't like any, I don't like what he's doing with his fingers. There's a thing called waiting for help. What's this guy's voice? It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca. Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct... Already? What is it? Ambassador Paleno. You are... Star, good morning. Are you excited? Red flag spotted. I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Ms. Von Karma's assistant. Assistant? Miles, what the heck do you think you're... Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paleno. Very well, I'll be counting on the two of you, Ms. Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. You're so excited? Hell yeah, it's in like 2 hours, right? I'm ready. What did you mean by you'll be Ms. Von Karma's assistant? Don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Franziska's assistant, I can't participate in the investigation. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Franziska, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you... Oh my goodness. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you should you have a brain lapse. I feel like some of these lines are just like, I don't feel like they were meant to be spoken aloud, you know what I mean? Of course, I'll keep that in mind. If you are done playing games. Right, let's begin the investigation. Beep bop boop bop. Well, that was easy. Why is she... By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babalese embassy today. And why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years. It was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Ah! Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. But sir, if it gets cut any more, I won't be able to even buy instant noodles anymore. Aw, shit. My little foot is breaking the perspective wall here. Anyways, look at a dead man. So our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it. Manny Cochin. I heard it he was an admirable person. Very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. Just give your sister. Be nice. He's helping you. Sister. Yeah, because they're not like. They're not actually step siblings, but like. They act like it. They certainly act like it. Yeah, hell yeah, Star. Get it. He's got that Dio hair. The fire had burned a bit longer. It would have made identifying him a hassle. So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire? What in the world happened inside this room? Boop, 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 boop. Won't rest until I've looked at every nook. It's the key. There appears to be something in his pocket. This key, it can't be. Isn't this a Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... 7 years ago? Oh! You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes, it's a piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto U. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir. Killed with a knife. Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were a suspect in. Franziska, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Ms. Yu made her escape. Icy Soul, hello. Thank you for the resub. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, because like Franziska is Manfred von Karma's like biological daughter. I'm pretty sure. But I think that Edgeworth is just like kind of under Von Karma's like wing. But I don't know if I think he's like maybe a father figure, but I don't know if there's like I don't know. I don't think that they're like supposed to be legally related. Plus, it's even amongst law enforcement, only a few knew of the key's existence. I could be wrong though, but I think that's what the situation is. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. Oh, I feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is that it turns into a knife. Huh? Oh. Whoa, that's amazing, sir. It's like some kind of magic trick. Scooby-dee-doop. It is also a knife. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Ms. Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes, it looks like 2 interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Fine, sir. I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. It's one of those 6-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be a bit of an understatement. The real question is why the Bobolese Embassy's secretariat holding this? We don't know how Mr. Cochin came to possess this key. While we don't know that, we do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Cadopian embassy. That's right, Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Cadopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Paleno about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Cadopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Posture check, hydrate. Yo, Opening doors to my future. And shaking the haters in one combo. You're new to stream, what's your favorite? Ace Attorney case attorney. This man, where do I know him from? It's Manny Cochin. What do you mean? What do you... Ooh. It's a knife wound. It's obvious that what he was killed with, but I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed, says Sheena. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on it, huh, sir? This thing practically screams artsy at me, too. Although it's covered in blood, just like the last thing that I would say. Just like the last thing I said was artsy. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Scoop-doop. Is that all that I have to look at, baby? It seems like it. Ooh-wee. Oopie-doopie-doopie-doop-boop-boop-boop. Okay. Yeah, what up, baby? I can't believe... wait. I can't believe that Manny fell among the thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Paleno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police, that and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. Oh, he got serious. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. Coupon. Sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Goodsling, hello! Send coffee, yeah, you got it. Oh, no, these are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal. Now I remember, the Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. Manny Cochin! I was wondering if you might be able to tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Cochin. He was my secretary and the embassy secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything, accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is in our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness. However, I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are in the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident. How do you know that it was called that? The KG-8 incident? The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. I love how, like, almost every single character in these games has some LGBT flavoring. Wait, say more. So you're Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee the embassy's renovations. It is really a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him. Renovations? What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we are trying to make our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. Cadopia. Cadopia. Ambassador Paleno, I was wondering if I may ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? All right, what would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy, is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh! How fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In its knife form, there was a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be for when we used to be a part of Catopia.
Hold it!
And how did you come to that conclusion? It has both the Catopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still in Catopia. Oh my god, excuse me. As someone who owns one of their OLED televisions, I am a proud member of the LGTV community. Like, regardless of how they look or dress, there's usually a line or two that makes you think, oh, they experimented in God! Wait, but what did you just notice? Ambassador Paleno, this key was stolen from the Cadopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? This guy knows more than he's saying. You were not aware that Ms. Yu had broken into this embassy at that time? I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. The way he just, like, stood up and was like, oh, you're a strong man. But if Manny was still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Cochin and Ms. Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. The man in the plaid vest. What is plaid? Wait, you can't wear plaid. What's wrong with a plaid vest? Are plaid vests gay, Star? Is that what you're telling me? I've never heard that before. Everyone else went to college and experimented. I went to college and lost weight. You need to go back and get that master's degree. A master in experimentation. Wait, plaid vest, but I associate plaid vests with the VIP experience at Disneyland, because that's what they wear if you're on a VIP tour. So, is Disneyland gay? Is that what you're telling me? Disney gay? All right, I don't have anything else to tell him. All right, okay, bye. All right, you don't need to hold her that tightly, lady. Okay, are you all right? Not really. I'm being sort of choked right now. You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it right? Of course I don't. I promised to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. Let me look at this. I put this stylish vest on, and now I want to mend. it's the you know, the frog the frogs are the frogs are turning gay. Is it because of little vests or what? If you put a little plaid vest on a frog, will that make it double gay? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Giga. Isn't most things plaid claimed by the... Is that real? Like, I never knew that. Chemicals in the coffee that turned the freaking lawyers gay. Hey, it's another butterfly. I believe this is the symbol of the Republic of Babao. Drawing this big on the wall of an embassy definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire. Come on, he's helped so many times. You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir. Edgeworth's a good boy. Edgeworth might be my favorite character. I think Edgeworth's my favorite character in all of Ace Attorney. Maya is a close second, but Gumshoes is just... Did I say Edgeworth? I meant Gumshoe. Gumshoe's just like a silly Billy. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. Hold it! It's more than that. It's like a vest, not a sweater vest. It's not plaid specifically, it's more like it's the attention-catching, out-of-the-norm fashion choice. It's a common LGBT thing. Dressing out, wow. Gumshoe saved his life. I feel like Gumshoe has been the linchpin in a lot of cases a lot of times. and, like, done a lot of good stuff. But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof.
I suppose I don't have a choice here. It must be one of the Primaduck statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. You love the Steel Samurai. I love how they're, like, not being forward with it, but, like, he's such a fanboy. Gumshoe also finds himself in Sticky such a orange.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir.
Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately.
Guess the handles got burnt off by the fire.
Ah, so even the knife fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Paleno, are these knives yours? Why, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang. The tang? On the tang of this blade. Ambassador Paleno, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that when we change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see, so these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Just like a regular knife, like you would, like, that's a thing you would want to do. Sword time, sword time! Oops. Ah, beans. No! Oh, I can't just hold the button down. Cool. I didn't mean to do that. I already had that conversation with that man. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia.
It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was a Babalese embassy.
Statue of Liberty.
So, why are there so many American souvenirs, sir?
Perhaps the Babalese are studying American culture and our tourism industry? If they have plans to make the Babalese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose.
Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. He said if I bring these with me to Babal, I can trade them in for a few buffets.
Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Babal?
Well, the whole world is connected by the ocean, sir. And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babal if I have to.
Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Oh, Gumshoe. You silly Billy. It's a safe. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Cochin's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. The key? Oh, I gotta start. Lock safe! Maybe that's the key to the lock safe! Is it? Yeah, baby. I'm gonna eat my last oatmeal bite. I cooked this over an hour ago. It's cold. It's cold as fuck. Alright. Hell yeah. We know for a fact that the Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Cochin's pocket, which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office.
Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out.
It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket, it literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. Well, what do we have here?
Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir?
No, Detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. I won't rest until I've inspected everything. What is this here?
Looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir.
No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe.
Hey, I think you're right. It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe.
Hold it!
Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the secret to this safe is that it has 2 compartments. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow.
Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of the safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that this paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there is no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. The safe and its locks. All right then, since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer. It's just gotta be that. With the kniff. With the kniff! Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca? The shape? It does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. Excuse me. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure this safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to a hidden half look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? You can't be serious. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of this safe? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove it to you right now. That the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it.
Objection!
The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment to this safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment to the safe. But the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. She's pretty as an adult. Yeah. Yeah, it's the knife part. Yeah, look at that. Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Cadopian embassy. We confirm that as fact by opening the door to the safe with it. Now, let's take a look at the back end of this key. It's dumpy. It's badonkadonk. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking? Ah! It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. Kingdom Hearts. The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife and was used like the one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago, we fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. Then it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open that safe. Eek! Yes, sir, opening it now. Whoa! It's a weasel. It's a plate. These items, it's a bunch of funny shaped things. Guess they're pieces of art, huh, sir?
You're in the way, now move, Scruffy!
I didn't push forward on that. I didn't think I was in the way. Ooh.
These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world.
I figured as much. These are the treasures this section was, These are the Yeah, right, what? These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. You got it, Edgeworth. This isn't my fault. You need to make better sentences, but I believe a more thorough examination is required.
Look at this, little guy.
These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one.
Eek! Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands! Why, do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break?
Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now with her whip?
Oh, baby, look at the papers.
This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm just a little baby. I'm just a little baby man. Why don't we give this a look at it first before we give up, detective? Oh. Mr. Cochin's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. To build this sort of trick into one safe is really something. Yeah, it's neat how this safe has 2 compartments, but what's really impressive is that the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed. I wonder if Mr. Cochin was just paranoid, or if he had secrets of that great a value. Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But then I went to erase something and I got all paranoid that I was going to stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. It appears that we have found the key that the Yatagarasu, no, Ms. Yu, stole 7 years ago. Since it was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it. I don't think she's the type to... Oh, was that Gumshoe? I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to do such a thing, Detective. Okay, what do you think, sir? Callisto Yu. For what reason did she steal the key? Excuse me. Okay, I think that's everything here. What else is there to look at? This clock. Looks like this was a once magnificent grandfather clock. It has fallen victim to the fire. I don't like pain, but her? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my house, sir? If they're unrelated to the case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... Well, there's this one clock that I made by myself, but the timer on it managed to auto... That's quite enough, Detective. Wait. There are still some burnt objects scattered on the floor. Well, burnt things get burnt, and then they become burnt things, you know? No, because there is no way to prove that the burnt thing started out as a burnt thing. Y'all, what? Was it a burnt thing, or was it not? I have no idea what's what anymore, sir. You know what it is? Okay, listen. You know what I've decided? Star is not here anymore to back me up on this, but maybe you guys can figure... Okay, I think... Because Cozy and I'm showing her Gravity Falls for the first time, and so I'm rewatching it. And, wow. Gumshoe has big Seuss energy. Gumshoe reminds me a lot of Seuss from Gravity Falls. And I don't think that I've ever put that together. But he's just a lovable, silly Billy. Okay. Is this water over here? Have I not examined, like, all this wet? All this wet? Or is that just, like, whatever? Oh, I probably need to do some more stuff. Alright, motif on the knife. Yeah. 2 butterflies! The design on this knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus it says right here. This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife used in this crime was found right in this room. Okay. Oh, I need it. Okay, maybe I can talk to her. Miles Edgeworth! What is it? Let me tell you something. You are currently in my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca. Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of a smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy? I have more... Okay. I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Ah, that's right. The Yatagarasu was due to appear at that embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and... Let me start that over. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh? I see you've met. Well, he's in the... oh my god. I'm having, like, brain trauma. Alright, English is my one and only language. Here I go. I'm gonna read it, I promise. Well, he's in the Alabastian... No, this is her. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy, acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. Yatagarasu So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see, the one piece. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu?
Kay would never harm a soul, sir.
Kay? You remember, do you not, about the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life. I see.
Kay's tried so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keep on tricking us all.
How so?
The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. But all we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder, though, if Callisto U really is the Yatagarasu. Okay. So, get out of here. Can I deduce more stuff? Francisco's return, stealing of a secret. Connect the dots! Oh! To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu was out to steal is in this very room? A dirty secret? Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babalese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Yeah, okay, do that then. Do it. Hurry up. Smuggling! Francisca, when we last talked, 1 second ago, you said that you were on the trail of the smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that? Ugh, yeah, lean back. Like that song. You know how, like, they got the, whatever, they got the, what's the wedding song? The that's at every wedding? The cha-cha slide at white people weddings. They do the cha-cha slide. That has more, there's another song that is a dance instruction called Lean Back. And I don't know, I feel like it's something that I kind of assume everybody knows about, but realistically, I've never heard anybody talk about it. That dance has one instruction, and that instruction is, you guessed it, to lean back. I am white. That's true. But also, it is also true that the cha-cha slide, you know you're at a white people wedding if they're playing the cha-cha slide. And that is just sort of an observation. I used to work at a job where I edited a lot of weddings. And let me tell you, the correlation was there. Anyways. I suppose the reason you're here right now is related to that. Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries. Did you have it? No. But we didn't have like a wedding. We had a small courthouse wedding. This embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document. It's only 1 page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about the details. Francisca, you were there when I opened the case. How come this looks like AI generated? You know what I mean? Like, this is supposed to look like foreign characters, but it kind of just looks like AI. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Cadopia. Hydrate, yeah. Ugh. Which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabast and Babal is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, but can I present you with... But wait a minute. I thought... Can I deduce something here? Can I not... I guess I need to connect these two. Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. Don't they look fucking exactly the same? And maybe I didn't need to point them out to you. I thought you were an Interpol agent or whatever. Dear not sister. Anyways, it says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Because I guess you're a fucking idiot, Francisca. Like, what do you mean? Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you now have found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this it has become crystal clear that Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Barbalese ink. Barbalese ink? Barbalese ink is a special product from the Republic of Babal. However, due to a special reason that I will never tell you in my life, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
And that reason is? That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. His base was in an embassy, thus, it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. Ah, but it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Francisco, you must know that Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course I know, on top of being the head of the smuggling ring. There is the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Oh, baby! Hell yeah. Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one it could be? What do you mean? Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu, K. Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin.
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here, and he was already...
You have the right to remain silent, blah, 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 blah.
Hold it!
I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well, I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Whoa. Hell yeah. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna reef my tea's all done already. So I'm gonna run a quick little ad. Question of the day. We're gonna do question of the day also. What is your favorite pizza? Tell me your pizza toppings. Toppings, sauce, etc. Alright, I love you all. I'm gonna run an ad for 3 minutes. So if you want to go get it, now's a great time to go get a snack, get a breakfast if you haven't. Alright, I will be back. I love you, baby. Boop, 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 boop.
G-Mama and Star in this economy? Hello. I'm back. I got 11 ads. I made it 3 minutes. And now I'm back. So it was perfect. Because that turns off pre-rolls for, like, other people. Supreme combo, mushrooms, green peps, olives, onion, chokies, and meatos. Oh my goodness. Wait, Star, you were gone before. Okay, wait, hold on. I have a question for Star. And anybody that's watched Gravity Falls. Doesn't Gumshoe give off big Seuss energy? I feel like I've never made that connection before. Ow. He's just like a big silly Billy. Alright, one more trip. Ow. And then we're gonna cross-examine this witness. Cozy, I hope your day is going nicely. I guess Thursdays are often somewhat loaded with a lot of shit to do. To work. What are these? These are like little, they're like little fangs on her dress? I guess that's a dress. Or little tusks or what, teeth, or I don't know what you call these. Okay, all right, here we go. Even your police confirmed. No, what is she's got like the most monotone voice. Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Nice enough the menace is out the rest of the week. Oh! Love that. Hell yeah. Excellent. Okay. Triangle of chaos. Boop, 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 boop. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. I wish they could have called this something that was not 5 syllables. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else here with the body. Ghost, hello, how are you? We're getting close to the end of this first game. I'm so excited. Somebody came in, I don't think it was you, I think it was somebody else, but somebody came in and they were like, yeah, the first Miles Edgeworth game is maybe the worst in the whole franchise, but the second game is maybe the best in the whole franchise. And I was like, oh ho, because I've never played the second one, but I also have never replayed the first one after playing it way back when, and perhaps this is sort of the reason why. The Yatta! Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu. Exactly, but it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu.
Ah, look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu.
Couldn't be me because I've never played this series. Oh, maybe I'm... What were we playing? Maybe I'm super confused. What was I playing? You just mean the Investigations games? But you were watching me play the Herlock Sholmes ones, though, right? I'm not, like, crazy, right? Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. Well, that's not... What? Very well. I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. Yeah. I was there when it was written. Okay. Yeah, this game... So I played the first one, like, on the DS. And I still have my copy of it, but, I've never replayed it. I think I have... It's so funny because I have all of the original... Let me think. I own... Well, let me get the music started. I own all of the original trilogy games. I think I own, like, almost all of them, actually, because... Yeah, I have the first 3 on DS, and I think I actually have a second copy of the third game for some reason. I don't know why that happened. And then I have Apollo Justice, a physical copy, but I don't think I have... I never bought... Let me think. No, actually, you know what? The 3DS, like, their shop went down recently, and I think before their shop went down, they were... Oh, I'm bumping my mic all hither and thither. They had, like, a sale on... Like, a Capcom sale, like, all the Capcom games, so I picked up digitally
the next 2 games, and so the 3 that are now in the quote unquote Apollo Justice trilogy, which again is very kind to the character of Apollo Justice to call it that. And then I've never played the and then this game. I have the DS version of this game, but then the second game of this never came out. Neither game of the old the other one came out. I don't think. No. This is the first time either of them was released. And then there is the Professor Layton one, which I don't know if that's gonna be easy to make a remake of. Unfortunately, tragically, because I've never played that one, but I would have liked to. Okay. Anyways, here we go. So I got the flight logs. You know what I mean? Even your police confirmed that Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Hold it.
They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one else could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed the murder eluded us.
Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl.
No!
In any case, this is what I believed happened tonight. Hydrate, thank you. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into them.
Hold it! The confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire?
A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire.
Sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah.
What?
Wasn't me.
In a way, he could have considered a phantom with the way he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu.
Hold
it! You should let me? No, listen, I drink enough tea plenty without, like, I appreciate the hydrate checks, because sometimes I do get sort of stun locked, as it were, but, I don't want to be drowned. Cozy allows herself to get drowned, but I don't want to be drowned. If you want to do it every minute, listen. Live your bliss, bestie.
Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer.
No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Cochin for the key.
I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need.
I don't want a drowning either. A good swim isn't terrible. She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling. So she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. For the key. For the key. Is that what I just pressed?
Hold it!
Is that this one?
So you're claiming that Kay knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents?
As stated in the carding card. Yeah, this is...
You have it all wrong. It was the fake that sent that card.
Your words are meaningless. If you are truly innocent, then let's see some proof.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I leave it to you to handle this.
Yes, I'd rather you did. The Yatagarasu's goal, huh? You can claim she's innocent, but you can't change the facts I've already outlined.
Let me just press this last thing.
And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else here with the...
Hold it! I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default. That's a self-report. We call that a self-report in these parts.
No, but if you saw the self-reported Yatagarasu standing in front of a body, wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself?
Yerk. Even so, I'd still listen to what that person had to say before I passed judgment.
Ha! You are talking about yourself and those times when you were under suspicion.
I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you should experience. I personally know that feeling really well, sir.
Given my situation, I now know exactly what it's like, too.
I'm fine with never experiencing it, ever. you done with your little group conference? So Agent Shinnok suspects Kay of murder simply because Kay is the Yatagarasu. But if I can prove that the Yatagarasu's goal is not related to murder, then I may be able to begin to reason with her. Okay, so what do I got here? I don't have very many clues. Yeah, well... Okay, so that came out of here. Oh, I didn't look at this yet. Is there... Okay. There's a lot of skill detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable.
I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like. Sounds like fun, sir.
I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, Detective. Yeah, okay. What, like, why is that? Well, I guess that's not that unreasonable. Okay, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. Why? I mean, like, we wouldn't assume that... Okay, so maybe I'll just present the key and see what happens.
Objection!
Yeah, okay, dope. The blades were switched. Probably. The blades were switched. I feel like that's... You're like... They're making a lot of, They're telling us quite a lot about the fact that they have different handles. So, like, I feel like that's gotta come up later. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh? Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key into the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Oh, she's sweating. Those are big old sweats. By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked. It's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. God, look at those dang things. Sheesh. Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him. If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Need, reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It is entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. Rawr! But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death. Objection! But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will pull her away behind bars. Will put her away behind bars. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. I wonder if her mom gave her the bolt. Maybe. She looks like a Pokemon trainer. I love... It's so interesting to see how crazy the designs have gotten from the first game going forward. Like even in the original trilogy, like from 1 to... Like, 1 is, like, not a serious game, but it's like approaching a serious game, you know what I mean? It's not like... The things that happen in it, like, the ridiculous parts are kind of like the exception, almost. Like the bird in the final case, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're gonna have a bird get up there, and it's like, what? That's crazy. But then, like, in the next bunch of games, they're like, what if we just like crank this up to 11, crank it up to 12, crank it up to 20 with the character designs, and they just like, it's just like insane. It's a wild thing to 20 plus years. To 20 million. That is your definitive evidence. You see now that she is definitely the killer, right? Is she single? That's a good question.
No, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear.
And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person.
That's right. I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Ah!
What's he got all over him? Oh, was he burnt like that before? Who's there?
This is. I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream, and when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her.
So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon.
I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it.
But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me!
You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? Excuse me.
That I don't know, but I know they came in here.
That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth.
She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with solid proof.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't.
Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that.
Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can.
I will.
Don't worry, I can and I will.
Jeez. Reboodle. Rishmoodle.
The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife.
Hold it! Does this mean that you already have the results back?
We have confirmed that the shape of the Babali's knife's blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficacy of Interpol's forensics team with your own.
Efficiency. Efficiency.
Objection!
Reboodle, shaboodle, chicken noodle. I want chicken noodle. Oh my god.
I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I hardly say your logic is sound, which you'll see in a bit.
If you can prove me wrong, please, by all means, go ahead.
That has been my intention all along. It's kind of my whole steez. It's all I ever do.
The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding.
Hold it!
She wasn't holding it. You didn't see her hold it.
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes?
I was also on the search for the Yatagarasu. When I heard that girl scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with the knife in her hands.
But I already told you, I only came in here because I was also after the Yatagarasu! The suspicious person I saw came in this room! But when I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot, so I turned the lights on, and then...
You found that it was the murder weapon at your feet.
How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect.
The only thing you'll accept as evidence, is it?
That's the only acceptable way to counter an argument of Interpol on the scene of a crime.
Robbie, good morning! Oh my god, are you on the road? Oh my gosh. What a day you had yesterday, Robbie. I'm so snuffly also. I greet you with a snuffle.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent?
I think I do, because there is one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again.
Okay, so... The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon. So, like... I thought I... Oh, jeez. Oh, I didn't look at this all the way.
So this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade.
My friend took over driving since I drove all day. God, I didn't realize you were the one driving all day. Yeah, do that big chill. Hello, friend. Oh my goodness.
Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already? I've seen a lot of weapons in my days, but knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear.
Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it.
Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, huh, sir?
Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow.
It's like underneath the handle. So, I don't know. Does it, like, say that? I mean... Okay, so let's present the knife here.
Objection!
Yeah!
Yes! So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon. This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go?
Yeah, do it.
Ka-chonk! As you can see, the Bobbly's knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Ah! Whoa. This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding Kay.
Yeah, baby, baby. We flew to Phoenix at 6. Picked up a Renault around 9. I drove what felt like all over Arizona collecting their stuff, dropping stuff off, and going to the different shops or restaurants. Ooh! Hell yeah. Ace, hello! Yes, not no. What is your little picture? September. How did you get that? What did you do to earn that? That's cute. Palm Springs, just like Bugs Bunny used to do.
Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing?
I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Heh. The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer.
The symbol? What is this mark on here?
It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means.
No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar.
All right. And so they do.
However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower?
The answer is clearly not a chance. I gifted a sub in September. What a nice way to just get that. Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll present the embassy guide. The embassy guide.
You can't be serious.
Solid day of travel because we left for the airport at 3:30 a.m. Didn't get to the hotel until after 9. Ugh, golly. I'm so sorry. You got to sleep a million sleeps. The first chance you get. You know what I mean? It appears you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. Ah! This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena?
After the fire had broken out.
The way her hair flips is crazy. A Hyundai Santa Fe. The gear shift is just buttons. No! There's a whole video that Drew Gooden made about how bad car manufacturing is getting. And I don't know that I'm ever buying a New Day car. I didn't know that Teslas just everything is on a touch screen. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I would never, ever want a car like that. Never in my life. Like, I'll give me a GPS screen in addition to something. But, like, I need a solid gear shift. I need handles. I need analog handles. I don't want everything to be digital. Fuck that. I hate it. Okay, anyways. That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. It makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Rawr. Whoa, way to go, Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory. cruise control's 10 out of 10 though, man. I have the kind of anxiety where like I can't really use cruise control. I get too nervous. I need to be like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me though. Everybody, what's happening? Oh, hey, why is everyone so quiet? What did you say? What a great victory. Okay. I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next. What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here? Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run. Now that's the way to a real great thief operates.
Kay?
Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really, but...
Haha, come on, you don't have to be shy about it.
Hold it. Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu.
That again! Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one who goes around setting fires, okay?
Consistent speed. No leg cramps. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Star. I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of in the wrong about that, but, like, that is just how I feel. I'm not saying that's correct. Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicion that this girl is the one who started the fire. Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in and of itself is the most elegant proof.
Miss Sheena,
Yes?
I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can.
It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that.
Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you, too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay?
Have to take over Soother. No! Your friend got on the wrong highway. Whoopsie-doo.
Well, I guess we better get going!
Going to where?
To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right?
I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Smack. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. To be continued. All right, let me take a look and see how long the next section is. Miles Edgeworth Investigations spoiler-free walkthrough. I would like to save my progress. Yes, I would. Yes, I would indeed do. Okay. So let me search for this one. Okay, so this has all of that stuff in there. Okay. And then this is quite of a lot of things. Okay, so here's what I propose, because I don't want this to go on too long. And it's hard to know when an Ace Attorney chapter is going to end. And I just want to be ready to raid Star when Star's stream gets going. So I think that we're going to end the Ace Attorney part of this stream here. And maybe I play some Grounded until it's time. For like a little under an hour. I have made some good progress in Grounded, let me tell you. We're trying to avoid LA. Oh, no!
Father, tell me, when can I leave to be on my own?
After you debut. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording.